Put the wrist strap on. What? Nah. I'm not doing that. I'm a rebel. A rebel who's playing Pikmin. Hello everyone. I am Andrew Jordan, also known as the 12th Kind here on YouTube, and today is a brand new Let's Play. And it's, as you could guess, Pikmin. Pikmin is a real-time strategy game, and honestly, I really like it. As you can see, I have a file here, a personal file. We're gonna use this one. So that way it's like personal on the far left and business on the far right. Business, air quotes. But yeah, I actually really adore this game. I have played both the GameCube version and the Wii version. I am using the Wii U Virtual Console version for this Let's Play. So, yeah, this is gonna be fun. Salamar's cruising through space, and then oh no, he's been hit by a rogue asteroid, and he's falling. Well, now he's falling. In space, there's no up, but on a planet, there's definitely a down. Oh man, he's falling apart. Youch, that's gotta hurt. The impact site. Just listen to that music. The nostalgia, man. It hits you like a truck. It hits you right in your face. Oh, man. Oh! Oh, geez, that's a sight for sore eyes. Or a I don't even know. My name is Captain Olimar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone. I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric indicates the planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support systems can function for only 30 days. If I can't repair the dolphin by then, no, better not to think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. Yep, this is Pikmin. Like I said earlier, is a real-time strategy game. And first thing we want to do is we want to walk over here, and this thing pops to life, and it kicks out of the ground, and it looks like some weird airship, and it sprouts some sort of seed. A strange thing has appeared before me. I hardly begun my search when it reared up as if it was waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that we call an onion. I shall call this an onion too. So yeah, he calls it an onion because it looks like an onion. Very imaginative. Real quick, we can walk around and press A if we don't have any creatures with us, and we can use it to attack things. Why, hello. This plant gives an aura. The seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil and is now producing an adorable little sprout. The sprout emits a strange light, and it sways back and forth without benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I am compelled. I must approach it and press A. Like any good video game protagonist, approach and press A. This little dude is red. He's got little arms, little legs, and a big head, and a very big nose. Extraordinary. When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage. It just stands there, staring at me. Its shape similar to the Pick brand carrots I love so much. I believe I shall call it a Pikmin. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet, fighting to survive, and yet I'm intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try to grab it with A and then throw it in the direction I point. I will then call it to my side with B. Perhaps it will react to C and pressing down on the directional pad while pointing as well. Then following controls appears to allow me to several The following controls appear to allow me several viewpoints and tells us how to use the camera. Z is to rotate it behind, very useful. Left and right are zoom, up is to change perspective. And then he goes on to say, I must survive. I need to familiar myself with these controls and my surroundings. And real quick, I would just like to say that I think it's hilarious and also a little disturbing that his first thought is, I should throw this living creature into the air in the name of survival. Oh, man. Alright, so we had that Pikmin grab a 1 pellet, and it sprouted a second one. Astonishing, the onion has sown more seeds. A small red pellet the Pikmin harvested after cutting down a flower appears to be some type of food that propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be a sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study the strange life form more. And that actually brings us to our second point. If you have a Pikmin carrying a pellet that's the same color as it, if it is a 1 pellet, it will net you an additional Pikmin, which is definitely helpful in these opening days when you're trying to get as many Pikmin as possible. So what I want to do is I just want to go around and start harvesting these plants. Now, something that's interesting is that in Pikmin, days last about 13 minutes. However, this first day you can take as long as you want. So, in theory, you could just take the entire day to get acquainted with the controls, and also work on getting your Pikmin as high as they can get with the amount of resources that are available, and just try to figure out what your strategy is going to be for this game. Now, at the bottom, well, actually at the top real quick, because that's the fastest. In the top right corner, we have a little day counter that tells you what day it is. We have, like he said in the intro, we have 30 days to collect all 30 ship parts. And that is something that we are definitely going to strive to do. Pikmin does have some optional bosses, but I'm not entirely sure if we will be able to get those, or if I even want to try dealing with those horrible monstrosities. But that is something that we can consider. Also, while we're talking about random stuff that has nothing to do with each other, except for the fact that it's all Pikmin related, these little Pikmin, when they stay in the ground over the course of the day, they will actually go from leaf to bud to flower, and flower being the last stage of maturity for a Pikmin. And so we can actually, because this has no time limit, we could actually just sit here for 13 minutes or so, maybe even less, for the buds to start appearing. As you can see, 2 just got their buds now. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut until these are all flowers. So see you guys in a little bit. Oh, I just realized while we're waiting that I forgot to point out these bottom bits of the UI. In the bottom left, you have Captain Olimar himself and his health meter. He can take damage, which means you kind of have to be careful and not throw yourself headfirst into danger. This next little orb is what Pikmin is next in line to be thrown. When we have more types, we can actually change between this one and a few others, and even between leaves, buds, and flowers. And then up next we have these little counters right here. This first one is how many Pikmin are currently with you. These are the amount. The second one is the amount of Pikmin that are currently in the map, in the wild, planted or otherwise. And this last one is the total number of Pikmin currently in existence. So as you can see, we have 9 Pikmin here, and it says we have 9 Pikmin in existence under our control. Alright, so I think there might be one more pellet posy that I need. It's right there. So I think these guys are actually pretty good for now, because I just want to get this going. And we do have a couple of flowers already, so you can see all the stages together. Red Pikmin are the strongest type of Pikmin. Get up. That's another thing. Pikmin can trip. That's something that you'll see quite a lot. It's just Pikmin randomly tripping. But Anyways. Sorry, just when Pikmin trip, it really gets me flustered, because we have places to be and things to collect. But anyways, so red Pikmin are the strongest in battle. They deal the most damage, and also I believe they are, if I recall correctly, they're also the fastest. So we have these guys here. We got another 5 Pikmin launched out of the onion, and now we're just waiting for them to sprout. And I'm just gonna go ahead and grab them so we don't waste any more time. Not that there's any time to waste, because this first day has no time limit, but it's just nice to get going and not have any, you know, any wasted time. So up here we have a cardboard box with the number 10. It means you need at least 10 Pikmin to push it out of the way. And like that, we have defeated Captain Olimar's first great nemesis, a cardboard box. Excellent work, gents. The Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of Pikmin conduct. Approach and press A to pick sprouts, press A to grab Pikmin, release to throw, press B to call them, C to dismiss, and down on the D-pad to point and command and control the group. Use Z and up and left and right on the directional to control perspective. I shall record this in my computer and access with plus. Oh, man. He is certainly the metal dramatic type. Oh, what is this? Is this a robot Utler? No, I don't believe so. Excuse you? He's getting all up in Olimar's grill. Amazing, there's no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me, but how will I get it back to the dolphin? Well, you have an army of Pikmin. Actually, you need 20. So, right now, Olimar, cool your jets. What we need to do is go up here and start collecting more of these pellets so we can get more Pikmin. So let's just do this little number. Oop. Come back here. Do that little thing. Alright, and now, okay. So, we can't do anything about that wall or the other wall. So let's just, okay, yep. Oh, real quick, when it comes to collecting stuff, the number, they're represented in fractions, and the top number, my dog, the top number is not my dog. So I feel bad for the water delivery guy, because he's absolutely terrified. Captain Olimar is basically being like, tap all the A's or whatever. But yeah, if you rapidly tap A, then he'll just keep on going to the next Pikmin. So yeah, that took a few minutes. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, I feel bad for the water delivery guy, because he's kind of scared of my dog, and it's because my dog barks incessantly, doesn't stop, and it's just, it's, I feel bad for him, because I know what it's like to be terrified of dogs, or more specifically a dog like Cookie, who barks so very intensely. Like, the way she barks, you'd think she was gonna attack, but nah, she's chill. But that does mean that she barks for several minutes while he's taking the empty water jugs and replacing them with full ones. So it's just one of those things that you just kind of have to deal with. And the ship automatically just pulls in the engine, plops it back into place, and now it starts fixing itself a little bit, just because the engine is intact, which honestly sounds like an amazing thing for any ship or land vehicle, for that matter, to have. Oh, glorious! With the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back toward home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly, but what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. And with that, we are instantly set tonight. You can see all the Pikmin. The reason why they look a little pale is that's actually a part of the game design, where if a Pikmin is left alone, its head, its leaf, bud, or flower, depending on what stage of maturity it is, will glow, and it will also turn pale, so that way you can see whether or not they are in your battalion and stuck in the ground, or if they are just chilling there because they have no orders. One day, since impact, I have somehow managed to launch the Dolphin, but I was surprised to see the Onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface, or have merely decided to join me for other reasons. Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The Dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, then I may never return home to my family on planet Hockaday. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my Dolphin in such short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below. As it holds the keys to my survival, I'll name it the Forest of Hope. I'll explore it tomorrow. And this screen will be coming up every single day. This is our Pikmin population screen. It tells you what day it is. It also shows you a general graph as to how many Pikmin you sprout over the course of the day. Then also in the top right shows you total amount of Pikmin you have. And then you have 3 rows, sprouted, lost in battle, left behind. Today you sprouted 25 for a total of 25. You lost 0 in battle because there are no enemies to fight, and you left behind 0. To my knowledge, it is impossible to leave any Pikmin behind since you need them. Since you need at least 20 to bring the engine back to the ship, so all of your Pikmin are helping with that, so they're already at base. Also, at the bottom row, beneath the graph and all the charts, you have a red onion and the number of Pikmin that are inside that. And then over time, you'll get a couple of more onions, and they'll show the totals for those Pikmin as well. Then you have a little ship icon with the number 1 that shows you how many parts you have. And then parts remaining and days remaining are pretty self-explanatory. So then we save. Do not touch reset or the power button. Save complete. And this is the map screen. It shows us all around, all the locations we can go to as we unlock more. The more parts we get, the I guess the larger our range, you could say, gets in terms of finding locations to land. And also the stars represent the parts in the area. So here there are 2 parts to get in this, and we already got 1, and then there are multiple parts to get in here. And then we can go to our ship's log and read all the diary entries across the different days. Whew, man, that was quite the info dump, but that is where I'm going to be ending it here. In case you didn't already pick up from the title of this video, these are going to be done in days, since each day is roughly 13 minutes, maybe more. So it kind of fits in with that 20 or under time limit that I have for a series in general. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for some more Let's Play Pikmin. Bye-bye!